What's up, Midnight Gamers? This is a very special stream because I was going through some things yesterday and I found a couple things I think is really cool to share with you guys. So I'm going to do that right now. So I got a little story on my lap and I'm going to read it to you guys. So I'm really excited about this because this brings me back from a kid. I found Nintendo Power magazines from 27 years ago from when I was a little kid. So this will bring you back, especially you younger guys that don't know how it was, like how we didn't have the internet. We used to get these in the mail, and they used to be a big deal to us every month because it had guides for games you get stuck on. Because we didn't have the internet to look up, so if you get stuck on a part, you're fucked back then. I mean, there's games that took you it could take a half hour to beat, but for you to be able to beat it, it might take you 4 or 5 years of training the game. So this was a really neat special gift for us because it it had like pictures, advertisements for games coming out, ratings, reviews. It was a huge deal back then. Now the magazine itself stopped doing print a couple years back, and now they just do online. But back then, like I said, in the 90s, when this came out, it was huge. I think it came out in 1990. It was huge. I remember going through this one time, and I remember seeing uh, the Super Nintendo when it was first advertised, and how it just blew you away. It looked so alien, and like the graphics were just so amazing, and you're just blown away by pictures. We didn't have videos or trailers like we do today. We just had pictures to go by. And there's a lot of games that were in here that never seen the light of day, just like nowadays. But this right here is what we used to use. This right here is how we got by when we were kids. So I'm gonna go through this. I'm gonna start going through it. I got this. I got another one with the cover ripped off, but I can still go through it for you guys. So let's do this. Okay, I'm really excited about this. Okay, so this is when Power Blade. Power Blade was a really cool game back then. It's really difficult. You got Monopoly, Swordmaster, Scat. They have always had a Game Boy section in here. This is back in the Game Boy, but you see like the advertisements, how like different they were. They were just so in your face about everything. Like, see, like radicalized. Like this is shit that wouldn't fly today. You know what I mean? Like this is shit that they fucking bitch about. Like this is gonna be the thing that fuck it. That's awesome. I love the 90s and 80s. It was such an abrasive time in your face. Now everyone's so sensitive about everything. You know? It's such an abrasive time. See, like they had big in your face lettering and stuff like that. You had your yuck it up with Mario, some jokes. Why did Mario cross the road? Because he couldn't find the warp zone. What kind of fish would dare to attack Mario? A barracuda. See, I mean, it's shit like this like makes it awesome. Like, I mean, like they may sound lame, but look at the style back then. Look at these guys' fucking hair. This was the style back then. Like this was common back then in the late 80s, early 90s. Mullets. Look, the mullets. There's a mullet right there. It's fucking awesome. This guy's playing it in his underwear. I mean, yeah, look, these are military guys. So that's pretty cool. Back then, this is back in Operation Desert Shield and stuff in the Persian Gulf. So that's pretty cool, you know? And then you got this stuff like Power Blade. Now, this is probably, I think this is going to be the whole entire walkthrough, which is what made Nintendo Power so cool. See, they have the whole maps. Nowadays, you don't find too many people that map out games, but there's a couple people, like Ross's Game Dungeon, he'll map out whole fucking games, and it's pretty cool. But it has everything. I used to love the artwork of the enemies. I used to love that. This is like one of the things that got me into the whole entire epic artwork for games, because look, like, you see these, but then they draw that fucking thing, and that's so cool. You know? And then they have, like I said, like how you beat the boss, the strategies and everything like that. Like, you couldn't beat these back then. So anybody who actually had a subscription to this, let me know in the comments. Let me know when you got it, or if you had any other magazines, like PlayStation. I used to have PlayStation magazines. If I find those, I'll get them. But I mean, just look how, like, you imagine this shit. I love it. I fucking love it. I'm gonna get a tattoo today. I should go get one of these fucking things tattooed on me, huh? Oh man! And then they had this Howard and Nestor. This is really cool. They used to do the games like this. I think it's supposed to be a parody of Deja Vu, old crime game. Like nowadays, you got stuff like Observer and you got stuff like that. That'd be your Deja Vu today. But look how old school this was. So then, totally rad. Holy shit! This game was fucking awesome, but it was so hard. I don't think like I rented the game. I don't think I've ever made it to a boss. But I mean, look at these bosses on this. What's up, Jim? Happy 4th of July, buddy. Yeah, dude, I mean, I remember getting the first one of these, and like in the mail, and like it was brand new, and they just sent them to you, like you didn't pay for it or nothing, and I ended up getting a subscription to it. This one don't have the killer art for the bosses, but them bosses are pretty fucking nightmare fuel. You know? Like that one. Edgy. So yeah, you know what's funny about this? I have to go back about this, and this is something that I really know. Back in the 90s and 80s, you were a constant fucking edgelord. Like, that was the thing. Like, you were this edgy son of a bitch. And, like, you can see right here. So, what do? The last boss, or the one boss, is named after a fucking edgelord. That's fucking great. Mortal Kombat guys. I remember those guys. They were like $50 a piece. Oh, here we go. A lot of you kids nowadays, a lot of you younger ones won't know this, but some of you older cats will remember these cheat codes. Stage select. Like, I remember getting these and you open it up and then you'd see a code for a game that you're fucking stuck on. And I'm telling you right now, Adventure Island 2 was awesome, but you get stuck on that fucking game. So this would help you beat the game and see the end of it. Nowadays, games want you to complete them. Back then, they didn't give a flying fuck if you beat it or not, as long as you rented it or you bought it, you know? Star Tropics was cool. This is really cool to see, like, some of these old ones, you know? Dragon Warrior, the Silver Surfer, Unlimited Continues. You need that. You fucking need that. And you still won't beat the game. I'm sorry. You're not going to beat that game, even with this code. Dragon Warrior, say Josh Angel, you'll fucking love this. Look at that. But you probably already know that. You're a big Dragon Warrior fan, and that's a great series. Look, anybody looking for a job? Swordmaster was cool. I'm going to start going through this because all it is just more guides, and you guys already seen that. You know, the art's real cool. That'd be a cool little tattoo. Yeah. Fucking, we got Gozer the Gozerian over here. Vince Lortho. Keymaster of Gozer. Okay, so this is talking about the British invasion, I guess British developers back then. Back then, Japan was like the big thing. And so I never really heard, let's see, Progenitus Ocean. Yeah, I heard a couple of these. I don't think they're around anymore, though. I mean, but if you look what they made fucking things like Silver Surfer, Pipe Dreams, Dragon's Lair. There's a reason why they never took off. Okay. Rare Software's around. Still. They're making Xbox games now, and they make pretty good ones, so that's pretty cool. I think they made Shovel Knight, and then Snake Rattle and Roll. That game is fucking awesome. Fucking awesome. Solstice is a cool game. Yeah, so I mean, like, some of these weren't too bad. Elite could kiss my ass. That game fucking fucked me off. Okay, so you got Scat here. So we're going to fast forward to the Game Boy. See, this already ripped out. They give you posters and shit every month. And when I was a kid, my bedroom had these posters all over the wall, you know. And they give you such imagination of these old games. And this is the thing that really got me into that epic artwork for classic gaming. Like, look at R-Type. It's just a shitty fucking black and white game. But that art for the cover itself is awesome. And I love how Nintendo Power extended on that and had artists come in and draw their imaginations for this shit, you know? Like, even something simple like that key. It's just taking the imagination one step further. But these were the graphics for Game Boy back then. I mean, you guys all seen it. If you guys are younger and you don't know, you're not in the know. Now you get a little window into how it was when we grew up. You guys below, tell us which system you started. If you're younger, tell us when you started, and if you ever had any magazines, or if you go strictly internet. And if you're internet, what sites do you like? I like personally Game Revolution. Not a big fan of IGN, but I still do go there for news. But their reviews are kind of sketchy. But yeah, I like Destructoid. I like a couple different sites now. Goomba Leader. So then you got Mickey's Dangerous Chase. I mean, this shit, like, Ultimate Warrior was young. I mean, look at these wrestlers that we used to have when we were kids. We had Randy Savage, Ted DiBiase, Mr. Perfect, and then Hulk Hogan. That's awesome. You should do a fucking stream some night of your Game Boy. You playing Game Boy, man. Pac-Man. You guys all know and love when I played Pac-Man. Because it was such a calm, relaxing game. And I didn't flip out or nothing. Casino. I mean, a lot of these games, like, it might be black and white, but these games still fucking hold up today. Jim was talking about his Game Boy, and I mean, if he can do a, start on Commodore 64 and Atari, yeah, dude, them things were awesome. Look at Faceball, like 3D and that. You'd never think about that back then, but that actually Game Boy actually held 3D. It tells you, like, the highest, like, selling games, too, for them. I think, like, Tetris was on here for, like, ages for the highest selling. I can't remember if we already got past that on here. I think I did. Oh, well. We'll see. But Monopoly. I have Monopoly on PlayStation 4. So it's kind of weird, you know, seeing how we used to play back in the day. I'll have to save this for my girlfriend and her kids and show them how I used to play back then. Fucking getting in trouble. This is going to be me later tonight when I'm in Pittsburgh. Drinking fucking beer. I'm already drinking, so... Woo! That's not going to be me. This will be me. Yeah. I should get that fucking tattooed on me, him getting arrested. That should be my tattoo. He's going to the fucking opera. No, we did not. Okay, here it is, the archive. So this will tell you people, like, if you finish it, how we do it. This is something that we should probably do. Like, say if we finished the game, we'll put down not who finished it, but we'll do a list of the games and who streams and what games we finished. Tripping over my words. So that's pretty cool. Like, they give, like, high scores and whatnot, and people want to brag about it, and then other people just ignore them until now. So, like, think about this. Like, 27 years ago, this Chris Mavros finished Adventure in Magic Kingdom. And here we are 27 years later, and we're fucking mentioning this guy's name. I bet you he never thought that 27 years from now, his name is going to be brought up again. Never. So let's go. Let's look at these names. These people have earned their name in history for beating video games, and we're going to fucking have their name show up on our site. And if any of you are one of these people, that'd be pretty fucking cool if you comment below. Chris Kidd. We got Marcus Vigil. Melissa Reekers. I'm starting to think some of these names are made up. Okay. Hey, have a good one, Ball. Fucking, I'm going to be out in the city later today, but I mean, if we get back around and you guys are around going to hang out, let me know. Mortal. See, this is more like, this is where you call up and you're like, I'm fucking stuck. Nintendo Power, what do? I can't get the fuck out of here. And then they answer your question for you. How do I get through Area 3 of the Turtles' original adventure? Get good, motherfucker. Star Tropics, like, people getting stuck in these parts. And I mean, back in the day, they had shit that was convoluted as fuck. So here we go. We got a ripped up page. Some contest. So you want to win a trip to a NASCAR race. Which, I don't know, gamers and NASCAR don't really mix too much. I mean, I know there's NASCAR games out there, but I don't know too many gamers that are big fans of the NASCAR. I know I'm not. I don't have anything against you if you do, though. I mean, racing's still cool, and I love racing games and stuff. Okay, here we go. Top 30. So, these are the ones. Still number one, Mega Man Third Adventure. Yeah, I remember when Mega Man 3 came out, I rented that. These are your top games from April 1991. These are what everyone was fucking playing. Mario Brothers 3, Mega Man 3, fucking Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the arcade game, Dr. Mario. My dad used to play the hell out of that. Tetris and Zelda were like old games, and they were still being played for years. So, now playing, you got editor's pick, player's pick, and a dealer's pick, the people that fucking sell the games. Double Dragon 3. I was like, something a little new back then. Yeah, see, this is really cool stuff. So we're gonna wrap up this one, and I'm just gonna go through the second one really quick. If there's anything that stands out, and if I guess this is like how we have our horror games now. This is one of the ones that really like stood out back in the day. Your point and clicks like started with that stuff. Zombie Nation, a game fucking doesn't fuck around. Yeah. See, this shows you all the latest releases. So you stay on it. You're not behind back then. You're not the fucking loser of the school. Your grandma bought you the wrong game. She got you Battle Frogs instead of Battle Toads, and that used to be something back in the day too. That's what I like about now, though. You know what I mean? You pick your own game on your digital download. But back then, man, you'd want a game really bad for Christmas or your birthday. Your mother and your grandmother will fuck that up back then. You'll want like this, you'd want like the Adventures of something. They'll get you something with the word adventure in it, but it won't be what you wanted. So yeah, I thought this was a really cool stream for this. So this is the end of this. Okay. Legal imports are risky buys. Illegal imports are risky buys. And they're trying to tell you about buying shit that's bad. But here you go. Here's I think these are all the ones that came out up until this point. I've had all these. So I'm pretty sure some of you will remember these. And it's such a neat, like I said, this was such a neat find for me. Now, let me get this other one up. I don't know what time this was out. But yeah, this came out in December of 91. So this was a couple months later. Got a guy lifting weights for Nintendo Power. Because fucking, power, man. Lifting. Back then, they didn't really have a set demographic on gamers. So they sold to anybody that they felt would be interested in anything. Like nowadays, gamers kind of they're kind of a thing. I mean, I know I don't follow your typical gamer style or fashion, but I'm a gamer through and through. But back then, it wasn't really a thing yet. Like, that's pretty cool. Look, this is a lot of us growing up. This is how you did it. You sat in front of the TVs with your little controllers you couldn't walk away from. Mullets. Because, mullets were a thing back then. So here we go. Joker and Batman. Like, they got some good art for that. I love this. That'd be a cool tattoo right there. Batman. The Joker's on. So this is really neat. I like that. That'd be a cool tattoo also. I love the artwork in these. They're simple, they're half-assed, but they're cool. Nestor's Adventure. They don't have Howard in this one. They're doing a thing based off of Kid Icarus. They always did that based off of games, so it's like taking their own little adventure. Oh yeah, you want to do one-ups and stuff for Battletoads? You're still going to lose. So I'm still going to beat your ass. Another hard game, The Simpsons. Games were next to impossible. But they were fun. I mean, kind of. Wampum, that game was fucking awesome. So, I'm just going to continue this. This is when Super Nintendo started coming around. So his artwork is so cool. That Minotaur. He's tripping his balls off. I'll have what he's having. The Zeppelin Wolf. That's awesome. So yeah, like you got this. This is whenever Super Nintendo comes. So you see the last magazine I had, Super Nintendo wasn't a thing yet. But this is like right when Super Nintendo was brand new. And yeah, it was just released this year, I do believe. So oh yeah, what's up, Daniel? Yeah, dude, I mean it's fun. I just found these, so I decided to stream. I just if you go back, I went through my Power Blade there. And I'm just going through this real quick and talking about some of these games and how it was back then. A lot of these kids today, they didn't have the magazines and stuff, but they had other means that we use today too. So, Goonies. See, this is like the questions. They moved them up a little further because games were so hard back then. You just couldn't look it up. You waited till Nintendo Power came and saved the day, and you just hoped that they mentioned it. Oh, really? Not as old. Yeah, this is like these are like some of the first ones. Like the one I showed on the ground was the 23rd one ever released. I had all of them. I can't find them though. If I do, I'll do some more of these. I remember it's the Addams Family game. This actually was a fun little game. It was a little open world too. Like you had a small little open world you can travel around, go in the house, all kinds of things to do. Secret rooms, like you just explored. It was a lot of fun. It was hard, but it was a lot of fun, actually. Oh yeah, these games were mind-blowingly hard. You got Tiny Toons Adventures, and a lot of you might laugh at me about this, but this game was fucking awesome. I rented this game and fucking sunk entire weekends in this with my buddies. We used to have a blast playing this game. The Tiny Toon games, actually, all of them are pretty good. It was hard though. I don't think I ever beat this one though, but it's pretty hard. Over sexualizing underage cartoons. I mean, the 90s were a fucking amazing time, let me tell you. Oh, yeah, the show was great too. I mean, I fucking loved it. Here's the Game Boy. Metroid 2 is literally one of the best Game Boy games ever made. So that's cool that this is on here. A lot of you old Game Boy fans are going to look at this game and be like, what? And I got a couple cool tattoo ideas. I might take these in with me to the tattoo shop in Pittsburgh and maybe get something. I love the artwork for this shit, man. It's so badass. Like this was like our Metroid back then. Like you guys would play the 2D games like Super Metroid. This came out beforehand. It's so good. Look at these. The artwork is just so awesome. Like what the fuck is that? I don't know, but it's cool looking. You could lick the toad, and I don't know what the fuck that is, but yeah, she had to fight them. So. And this thing, I should just get that tattooed. Oh, I know. Some Game Boy games didn't. I think Zelda held up pretty well, and the Donkey Kong game did. But man, I got some games, dude, that like give me a headache playing, or just aren't fun anymore. But yeah, this game definitely aged well. You're right. It's the Metroid. Only scratch surface. See, they only gave you a little bit. They didn't give you the whole thing. And then here you go. You got Ninja Gaiden, which is a hard fucking game. I can only imagine how hard it was on here. I never played it on the Game Boy. See, they only give you partial, and then they cut you off in some of them when it comes to the last boss, which is kind of cool. Adventure Island was always fun. I loved Adventure Island too. Pokemon did age really well, and they do the updates on those too. My daughter plays those. I had one of them when I was a kid and I beat, but I never really got into the series. But my daughter loves it, so I see her playing. Them games are pretty damn cool, so maybe one day when she beats one of the newer ones, I'm going to pick it up and try. Yeah, see, here's your classified, your cheat codes. A lot, like I said before, in the other one, a lot of kids these days don't know cheat codes. They didn't really get them. your pilot wings. I remember when this was brand new. This blew me away. Nowadays, these graphics are like, eh. But man, back then, this is a game that did not age well. However, like back in the day, it was so much fun. So, let me see. Populous is a lot of fun. I had both these games when they came out. Like I said, they didn't age very well. Neither one of these games aged very well, but they're fun. I played this on an emulator a couple years back, and I was like, nah. But like I said, back in the day, look at these lands you get. Like, your typical snow ice, rock and lava, 8-bit. Now you get your Piglet World, Silly Land, Cake Land, Frenchies, Japan. So, I mean, oh, this is really cool. A lot of people remember this. This is one of the most, this is actually a really popular thing that happened. Angry Video Game Nerd had one of his. But back then, there's this contest where you design your own Game Boy. And you can get them, they'll send you the Game Boy in that manner. I had it, I had the episode, and I sent it in, too. You just colored it out and filled it out the way you wanted it, and you sent it in. I thought that was so cool. I remember this. This is like a big deal back then. I remember everyone filling out theirs and in school and shit and fucking sending it in. Wow, that really brings me back. Now, when this came out, I was only 9 years old when this came out. See, they had all kinds of really cool contests. Like back then, like this stuff was like really cool. It really motivated you to play. Tailspin. See, I got stuck on this. This is coming through today on my fucking Disney Afternoon collection. This game fucking fucks me off into no tomorrow. See, fucking 27 years later, this magazine is still helping me out. Oh, that's great. See, oh, this game fucked me off. I'm 35. I'm gonna be 36 this year. How old are you, buddy? I think we are the same age, or at least around, roughly the same. Paperboy 2. Whenever like they made a game about everything, throwing newspapers and doing jobs. So here we go. 36. Okay. Yeah. See, a lot of these younger cats won't know what, like, the cheat codes and stuff. So I think this is really cool for us to do that and to show them what we went through. But yeah, look at this. See, this is what I find awesome. Okay, 27 years ago, these people put their names in here to beat Battletoads and whatnot. So now, 27 years later, their names are being fucking honored again. Brian Wiltmont, Jason Orlando, Eric Welch, Matt Dixon, Ryan Dwyer, John Reed, Mike Heinrich, really, Joey Tolve, Jeff Cooper, Michael Este, Chris Chipman, Henry Hughes, Chung Kang, Sidney Kang, and Paula Silvestreet. You guys are beasts because you beat Battletoads. So 27 years later on Midnight Gamers, your names are being honored. I'd laugh so hard if like one of these people was a member of this group. I would love it. Well, happy late birthday if I didn't wish you one on the thing. But yeah, mine's in September. I'm turning 36 then. So yeah, we were born the same year. So both of us, when this came out, we would have been 9. I do believe. Yeah. You were just about to become 10. This is in December, so yeah. And here's the top 30 of December 1991. Super Mario Bros. 3, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, and the Final Fantasy 1. So, yeah, Battletoads is up there. That's back whenever people didn't know. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. I'm sharing the birthday with your son. That's really cool. I think Randall, he said he turns 36 in September also. Look at this, celebrity profile. Now, she's actually relevant today because of Big Bang Theory. But this is back when Blossom was a thing. This is when she was a little kid. So some of you people might not even know that she was in another show. But yeah, she was in a huge show back then called Blossom. These are games that were coming out. So Bart vs. the World, this didn't come out yet. I remember that was a big deal. Simpsons games were kind of okay. Monster in My Pocket, I love that game, but it was way too easy. I remember beating that on my first rental. Mega Man 4. So, I mean, that's pretty cool. I mean, now a bunch of us play Mega Man 4 on our collections. You know, this is whenever it didn't even come out yet. I'm going to do more stuff like this, too. I like doing this, where if I find, like, old magazines or something, put some Nintendo music in the background and go through these. Smash TV. Oh, yeah, yeah. I can't remember her name, but she was real mouthy. And then Joey Lawrence, wasn't he, like, a big thing back then? See, that's one of arcades also. Like, we played lots of arcades. They're still around these days, but not that much. But look. These are games that are coming out. So let's see any games that we played. Contra Force, Power Strikes Back, Mega Man 4, Might and Magic, Terminator 2. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Super Nintendo. Look, like some of these games weren't even out yet, like Castlevania. That was definitely. Yeah, this is wrapping it up right here. So yeah, that's it, man. I mean, if I find more of them, I'll go through them. Or if I find like PlayStation magazines or any of my other magazines or stuff from the past, I'll do it. I found a couple controllers too, like PlayStation controllers and Super Nintendo controllers. So I'm gonna decorate my apartment with it somewhere. Me and my girlfriend were talking about how cool that'd be. Like use them for something, maybe like if I wrap them around and have them hanging from by my windows or something. But yeah, I love going through old stuff and finding stuff like this. And I really, really, really enjoyed like having you guys watch too because that probably brought you guys back like it did with me. And it showed some of the younger guys like, hey, this is what we had to do back in the day. We couldn't go online. We had to wait until a publisher was like, here you go. Now you can beat this game. But yeah, have a good 4th of July, Dan. Have a good 4th of July for anyone else who watches this later on. Comment in the sections what you think about these. If you have pictures or anything, definitely post the pictures of this. Yeah, post some pictures of tattoo of Blossom. I love it. If I do it, I'm totally gonna fucking tag you in it later. I'm not even gonna say anything to my girlfriend. I'm just gonna tell her I want to get a tattoo of fucking Blossom. She'll be like, but thanks for watching, buddy. I might stream a game here in a second. I'm not too sure, but yeah, this is a lot of fun. So have a good 4th of July.